I have been coming to the satsangs for a while now, and what you said about this dissolution of the persona or the attachment of the persona and perception of this expansion, this presence, this awareness, wherever we can call it, it's stronger. So it's like little bit you like let go this part, this ego, this persona, and you have this perception, this feeling of this awareness, of this expansion, of this silence, peace. I don't know.
Yeah, expansion and awareness is a little different. The expansion, the expansiveness is occurring also, and it is also perceived, is also felt, it's also experienced. And this expansion or expansiveness, it's like a joy-releasing sense, no? And the sense of being unbound. But it occurs in the root awareness that is there. Use the word awareness now.
And then, for example, last satsang, the perception was that if this is so blissful in a way, this like dissolution in this space, in this, why it's happening, this resistance, this like was the feeling that if there is some resistance that is there. I don't know what it is, if it's fear, if it's attachment to the...
Yes.
So, and then I remind something you said in Rishikesh, and it was really beautiful. I mean, everything you say is beautiful, but you were speaking about Jesus Christ and a scene of the Bible that he went to a place and a man asked him to give life to his son that was dead. Yeah. Can you explain again this story? Because you said...
If it is the right thing, because, there are so many miracles accredited to Jesus, no? If this is a story, I don't remember, someone came and asked, Master, my son or my servant is at home sick and dying. If you can do something, will you help? And the Lord said, if, all things are possible for the one who believes. He said like that. Then this man responded something beautiful, and that's what reminded me of the story. His response was, Lord, I do believe. Help me to overcome my disbelief. Isn't it?
Yeah, and this is why I came here.
I do believe means what? As far as it lies with me, I turn my face and I trust in you somehow. But help me to overcome my disbelief. I do believe. Help me to overcome my disbelief. What it means is that my weakness, tendencies, resistances, doubts come. And it seems incontrollable for me. Please bless me that I will overcome them. But as far as anything is up to me, I put it before you. I trust in you. Like this is what I thought it was a very powerful thing, isn't it?
And I'm telling you the same. So help me to overcome this resistance, this disbelief, this...
Yes.
Why
so
not?
It's almost like there is a kind of inbuilt reflex that as soon as one comes to an opening, a kind of a powerful insight, and you begin to feel the magnificence, the space, the expansiveness of being, then sometimes right there, strongest resistance come. You think, what is it about? No? You've tasted such the power of the self, and still some fear come. What is this fear, you see? And we were talking earlier about it, no? Do some of you remember today? We talked a bit about this fear. What is this fear that come? That somehow we are going to somehow come into this black hole, this go through this portal where of the unknown and all of this type of stuff, or that you see your life not being your life anymore, and who's going to take care of your children, who's going to pay the rent if I become nobody, and all the things coming up. And I don't see, first thing, don't see this as a bad thing. It's just some psychological reaction happen inside, and then it calls on and it touches on, stirs up wherever there is doubt inside, even the seeds of doubt, suddenly they will sprout somehow. And is what? A wet and got you. Ta-da! So, okay, so you can see it's quite hot here, no? And yeah, so these doubts, they come, and they come up. Then you think, how can I go past this doubt? How can I go past? They seem so strong. It's like when the doubts come, they are almost narcotic. They come and I'm in the narcotics of doubt and I can't get out, and I'm slurring with doubt. How I can come out of this? Then I say, don't try so hard. Let's just take a look. Don't try to come out. Just take a look what is happening, you see. So the doubt, sometimes you feel this doubt and say, okay, if you want to slow it down, then you look. What is the doubt about? What is the fear of? And sometimes people say, oh, it's so strong, I can't even look. It's so strong, it's so strong. So, yeah, let it be strong, Just let it be there, But what is it? What is the message in the fear? What is the doubt? What is the message in the doubt? Just keep quiet, and just look. Don't try and stop it. Just look. And then put pictures to your thoughts, no? There's this fear that somehow I'm going to die. Sometimes people say, I fear that I'm going to die, I'm just going to die. You see? I said, okay, but I don't think you're going to die. For discovering the truth, you're going to die. You see? Something maybe sound like it's going to die. Maybe the untruth is going to die. And then some, you see like this. And oh no, there's another one coming. And like, if I go there, then I won't know how to be. I won't know how to live. I said, but you don't need to know how to live. You are life itself. It's not life that's having this doubt. Who is having the doubt? I don't know if I'll know how to live. Well, who gave you this crazy idea that you should know how to live? Does a plant know how to grow? Does a cloud know how to pass? Does the sun know how to shine? Does a road know it's going somewhere? Also, something is here. It just is. Something just is. But these thoughts come. I don't know if I can, because doubts were sown in somehow in our culture, in our conditioning, like this, and they come up. I said, don't worry so much about them. They are just a kind of backlash from the mind is going to come. But you are aware of that. Don't read too much into that. Don't put too much interpretation, because it's always false. Your interpretations are always false, especially at moments like this, because they're coming from fear. Just keep quiet, be aware of them, be aware of it, but also be aware of your awareness itself, like this. So don't try to fight, don't try to rub something out, don't try to get rid of anything. Just pay attention a little bit. And you see, the breath is going, also you're aware of that. It's nothing at all. Don't interpret this. And slowly you start to pay attention. You see that you may, in a short time, start laughing also. Laughing. So don't believe so much in that. It's just a reaction. It's some kind of, like a kind of reflex that happens inside, that it goes to a place of fear. But you are aware of this. And you're aware of something is afraid. Don't get sucked into that drama so much. Just stay only as the space in which these scenes are acting out, like a stage. A stage has many kind of actions going on. Love scenes are going on, lovely scenes. Next minute, arguments are going on, fights are going on. This stage does not suffer. It doesn't say, oh, I love the love scenes, I really love the love scenes. But the quarrel I can't stand. No, it's neutral. You be like this kind of neutrality in which learn to watch, and at a certain point you come to see, but it's just playing like this. And it is being witnessed. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to press enter and be in. You can simply just observe for a bit. And if you observe with this detachment, you begin to feel again this isolation, this feeling of being cocooned into a space that is untouched. It comes naturally like that. So don't be fighting shadows. You simply just stay. Just remember this. I'm here. Also in the Bible is a beautiful psalm. In the psalm, a song. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for I know that you are with me. Isn't it? Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, not the valley of death, of the shadows of death, meaning that even this is not true, I will not be afraid, knowing that you are with me. Who is this with you? So just like that you look. Because you remember the story of this man who is saying, Master, I believe, help me to overcome my disbelief. You see? Something knows belief and disbelief. And you be that in whose presence both belief and disbelief, both acceptance and rejection are playing as dualities in you. But you have no particular posture. You're like the space, the intelligent space in which this play happens. And everything that starts finishes, everything that comes goes. You see? At the end of the day of perception, this seer also, the observer, the witness, also closes shop and goes out of business. Who knows what I'm talking about? In the waking state, you see, something is observing. So relative to what is arising in the wake, to the traffic of the waking state, the observer, the sense of being, the witness, is permanent in relation to the activities that it is being perceived. But when sleep comes, even this observer also collapses into silence. And there's nothing observed. Nothing to observe. Only enjoy, like you enjoy deep sleep. No story, no identity. There's a time when you are without identity, isn't it? Suppose your name is John. You can only be John about 12, 14 hours per day. In deep sleep, are you John? No, not John. Maybe in dream, you may be Jane or something. But not John. At some point in deep sleep, lights out, nothing. You're not even John. And we enter this state without fear. With joy, you go to bed to leave everything, including your name and your sense of being. Everything is left behind. You're nothing, absolutely nothing. And I don't think you go to bed screaming. I don't want to go into nothingness. No. Every night we go into nothingness, into emptiness. If you did not, you could not wake up so refreshed. Now that which was there in the deep sleep is also right now too. Overlaid with the waking consciousness. It is perceiving the waking consciousness and the functioning of the activities of consciousness and the vital force. Say fear can come. Let fear can come. Fear come, fear go. When it comes, take the opportunity to begin to observe a little bit. Without haste. Just as an exercise, you can look.